questions and answers, answers and questions, something like that. Certainly my attempt at trying to give answers to questions people might have. Or make up my own answers to questions people don't really want to know the answers to. It's always possible too. Alright, so my sound check is looking good. That's good news. I'll get rid of the headphones. Okay, so I'm going to answer questions. So if nobody puts any questions up in the chat box right now, that kind of indicates to me that I'm just going to go with the topic that I prepared while I was running around, well, not really running around, but hanging out at work. I do have a topic to talk about. Otherwise, I will talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with how I do questions and answers, I simply usually just talk to the questions that people put up in the chat. If you're re-watching this for the very first time and you're not familiar with my live streams, the start time where I actually start talking about something useful rather than doing sound checks and all the rest will be down in the description. So start time will be in the description if you're re-watching this for the very, very first time. Okay, well it looks like everything is working correctly, which means I should start. And since there are no questions popping up, I will rock into it, but by all means pipe up if you want to. Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and this is a questions and answers session. Now today's questions and answers, I don't have anybody posting any questions, so I haven't got anything to talk to, but I did get a question on one of the comments to my videos not so long ago, and it's a question that comes up from time to time, and I often don't really respond to that particular question, mainly because I've dealt with it before and there's always been a whole bunch of issues for me. So what I thought I would do is I would talk to that particular question since there's no other topic for today. And I guess the biggest issue for a lot of people is why don't I live stream my games? Or why don't I video the games that I run or play in and put them on YouTube? Or put them on Twitch TV? Or just put them somewhere? So why don't I do this? Well, actually I have. I have videoed myself and my friends playing the game, and then I've cut it down, which takes a lot of time, put it on YouTube. I've live streamed onto YouTube, and that's met with limited success, mainly because YouTube sees my videos, and because I'm not a voice actor and my players aren't censoring what they say, YouTube flags those videos almost straight away, and as a result they get demonetized, or I get like a black mark against me because I've got somebody who's swearing and cursing and talking about things that are pretty inappropriate at times. So, which is why I don't do it with YouTube. I switched over to Twitch TV, and that was working all right for a little while, but now I've lost my tripod. So that's why I don't generally do it. But there are a couple of other reasons why I don't do it. And the key reason for me is that, so what benefit, or what would people actually gain if they could see me running a game or playing in a game? Whether it's an example, a sample, or just, what am I going to be doing that some other live streamer or YouTuber couldn't do better? Because there's plenty of people out there doing it, and there's a lot of people who will be significantly better. Critical Role, Chris Perkins, even Nerdarchy, Nerd Immersion. Look, there's Taking 20. They go on and on and on. So what would I wind up doing that somebody else wouldn't be able to do better, or somebody's already doing that would give you an idea of what Dungeons and Dragons is like to play? Really, there's no real benefit as far as I can tell. So I have actually done it before, and the only reason you can't watch my stuff on Twitch TV right now, as I said, is because the tripod for my phone has disappeared. Another aspect is, look, I just don't have the space in my house to be able to set up a location to run games so that you can see what me and my friends do. And I don't really have the equipment. I've been doing most of my I've got a Canon camera which turns itself off every 20 minutes. I've got a webcam, really not suitable for transporting around because I don't have a portable computer to do so. So equipment is a big issue because, you know, if you're going to live stream it and do it well, you really need to have pretty good equipment to do it well. And I don't. I simply can't afford it, so I don't do it. And the technical skill. I know you can do live streaming on Hangouts. I know that Wally DM, who's featured in my channel, he's done a couple of them. So certainly I know it can be done. But my friends and me, we play at a table. We play face to face. We don't usually play the game with a computer screen. In fact, my channel has always been about trying to get people away from the computer screen and doing something else. Whether that's away from playing video games, nothing wrong with video games, but I get addicted to them. But it's always been about trying to encourage people to get face to face and playing this cooperative game. And it would also be an enormous amount of extra work for me, which is one of the reasons why I don't do it. You know, surprisingly, I've talked to my friends about whether I could video them or live stream with them playing, or I DM, or I play and they DM. And, you know, guess what? A lot of my friends don't want to do it. And I guess it's their own private part of their life that they don't really want to share. I share a lot of what I do about Dungeons and Dragons and how I play the game and what I might know. And you can take what you like from that and leave the rest. But my friends have made that distinct decision. You know, they're not YouTubers. They don't live stream, and they just want their own privacy. So when I have managed to get them involved, there's been a few issues. As I said, YouTube tends to flag everything that I've ever put up, demonetize it, or just red flag it. And my friends have a set of conditions. Most of them have this condition, and that is they don't want their face all over YouTube. So I can't point the camera or the phone at their face. I know that sounds strange, but it's true. And then the other thing is, and I respect that, that's perfectly fine. So no faces. All you wind up seeing is a battle map and some miniatures moving around, and you can hear a whole lot of people talking, and that's about it. So they don't really want it. The other thing is they don't censor what they say. They swear, they curse, occasionally there's a bit of alcohol being consumed, the topics might go off completely into some sort of, sometimes I've got friends who talk about politics or religion or all sorts of things, all the things that that are really contentious, and some of the comments are really inappropriate, which is why they get flagged. And it's probably why when I was doing it on Twitch TV wasn't shutting down my channel, because a lot more lenient. So that's part of the reason. Okay, so that's the extent of why I don't do videos or live streaming of my games. Okay, that's really it. There's nothing else to it. And you know, I don't understand. I personally feel that playing the game is more entertaining than watching somebody else play the game. And I would encourage you to spend whatever time you have, instead of watching somebody else playing, go and play the game yourself. You know, find some people who will play with you and go for it. And that is pretty much all I have to say for today. The chat box is very, very empty, which is fine. So I'm gonna sign out and say, look, if you like this content and you wanted to know the answer to this question, I have answered it in detail, I feel. So share and like the video if you want to share it with other people who are confused about why I don't live stream. And that, look, I probably will live stream on Twitch TV. I just got to get a new tripod for my phone, but it won't be in a manner that people are used to, which is with a whole lot of faces and multiple cameras pointing in different directions, because it's too much hassle. Okay, so nothing in the chat. Put your comments down below. Tell me if that's cleared it all up, so I've answered that question. If I haven't, then I'll come back to the topic sometime. If you want to support me, you supported me, and the couple of people who showed up. Thank you for putting up and watching this live stream. And look, you can also support me, not with Patreon. I'm not doing it right now, but down in the description are affiliate links, and you can click on those and buy stuff if you're interested in buying stuff on Amazon or Book Depository. I get a small commission. You pay exactly the same price, and you don't have to buy the thing that's linked through. You just go through the link. That's it. Very, very simple. And hey guys, I'm going to say good night and keep rolling those 20s. Ha. And we're done.